Teachers and educators frequently experience stress associated with their job. This stress can come from a variety of sources, including the demands of teaching, administrative challenges, and interpersonal complications. Continual exposure to these stressors can lead to burnout, which can negatively impact the educator, as well as the students they interact with. For these reasons, this video podcast will help you identify ways to minimize stress, identify burnout early, and protect yourself from and cope with daily stressors. I'm going to ask you to pause this video at 3 different points in order to give you time to think about and create lists of things relevant to your self-care. When you've finished each task, press play to resume the video. Now I will explain the first task. I would like you to identify the most common work-related stressors that you face. At this time, please pause the video and write down your list of stressors. When asked, teachers identified lack of support, unrealistic expectations, and demands on time and resources as some of the most challenging parts of their job. This is, of course, in addition to the various life stressors related to relationships, finances, and health that most people, both educators and not, experience. Some factors that might protect against these stressful circumstances are a support network, mentors within and beyond school, and engaging in personal activities that can enhance physical and mental well-being. However, feelings of isolation, lack of communication and cooperation, and unclear expectations may add to feelings of stress. Signs of stress or burnout can be physical, like sleeping problems, behavioral, like social withdrawal, or emotional, such as feeling irritable. In many cases, stress and the situations that lead to it cannot be wholly avoided. The good news is that there are many ways to cope with and mitigate stress when it does occur. The remainder of this video will discuss the process for managing stress and increasing positive feelings. This process contains 3 steps: awareness, adaptive thinking, and adaptive behaviors, which can ultimately lead to increased positive feelings. Let's start with awareness. In a moment, I will ask you to think about the most common warning signs that you are stressed, overwhelmed, or feeling burned out. For example, do you get frequent headaches or muscle tension? Do you feel exhausted or irritable? Is sleep the first thing to be disrupted when you're stressed? Knowing your patterns will help you identify when you need to take some extra care of yourself. At this point, please pause the video and make a list of the signs of stress and burnout you feel that you most commonly experience. Awareness of thoughts and feelings allows people to both connect with and monitor how they're feeling. This allows each person to catch stress early when it does occur, as well as recognize the thoughts, feelings, and environments that frequently lead them to feel stressed. Being aware of the circumstances that lead to stress and burnout for you can help you to avoid those circumstances when possible, and be even more prepared to handle stressors when they're inevitable. Now please pause the video and make a list of what you feel are the best parts of teaching. Keep this list close to you on hard days as a reminder of the ways that being an educator makes you feel good, fulfilled, or helpful. The second list you made, the signs of stress, can be used to create awareness of the things most likely to lead to stress for you. Recognizing these stressful or negative thoughts is the first step towards changing these thought processes. The third list, the best parts of teaching, can be used to guide adaptive thinking. The goal of this step is to increase positive thinking while decreasing negative thoughts. By focusing on the best parts of your job or reflecting on why you chose to go into the field, you can remind yourself of your long-term goals and values. Additionally, rereading this list, reminding yourself of the positives associated with your job, or even starting a gratitude journal can help you keep those positive aspects in mind during tough times, or any times. The third step is using adaptive behaviors, such as self-care techniques, in an effort to reduce your stress and burnout, as well as increase well-being. Many of these behaviors will be specific to you and what helps you cope best with hard times. However, relaxation and mindfulness techniques, as well as mindful breathing and taking mindful walks, can be ways to decrease stress while reminding yourself to be present in the current moment. Social support and hobbies can be equally helpful in relieving stress and increasing well-being. Finally, getting enough sleep, hydrating, making sure that you're getting some physical activity, even if it's just a short walk, and ensuring that your body is getting the nutrition it needs can all be important factors in helping to manage stress while increasing well-being and your ability to cope. In addition to these tips to help identify and manage stress, it is critical to remember that you do not have to cope with stress, burnout, or mental health concerns on your own. Below are some additional resources available to help.